Welcome to a video podcast from Northwest Central. Northwest Central is a continuing education network for library staff in the Pacific Northwest. We are a community-driven clearinghouse for library continuing education, and all of the content on the site is posted by members of the library community. Please help support library learning by sharing your expertise on Northwest Central. Users can post handouts, conference presentations, favorite web links, and other learning tools. In addition, the events calendar can be used to publicize your trainings or other library-related activities. New this month at Northwest Central, we've added RSS feeds to northwestcentral.org. RSS feeds allow users to stay up to date with new information without having to constantly check the northwestcentral.org website. RSS feeds also allow users to filter the content from Northwest Central so that you're only being updated with information from categories you select instead of everything that's been posted to Northwest Central. Now, if you're new to RSS, it stands for Really Simple Syndication. And what it does, in a nutshell, is to collect the latest content from your favorite websites and blogs and allow you to stay current without having to log into every website you want to read every day. RSS feeds, or subscriptions to the content from an individual site, are collected in your RSS reader, a program that gathers all of the feeds and presents them to you in one place. I'm using Google Reader as the example for this training, but there are many RSS readers or aggregators out there. Some include the browser you might be using or your email program. Google Reader is an excellent product, but there are many to choose from. If you'd like to know a little bit more about how RSS works and how you can use it to maximize your efficiency, the help documents at Google Reader do a really good job, and I especially recommend their Getting Started guide, which gives a good overview from start to finish on what RSS is and how you can maximize your productivity using them. So let's see how this works. Back on the Northwest Central page, if you click on the link for RSS feeds, you'll see that the feeds have been separated into three categories. There's a list of feeds for events, which allows you to separate the events by geographic region. This way you can only see the events that are upcoming in your area. You can also filter your feeds by library type. You can select to just see feeds that are related to law libraries or medical libraries. And you can also filter your feeds by the type of resource. If you're only interested in library buildings and space, or if you're mainly interested in library management, you can choose to just see Northwest Central postings pertaining to those areas. So these are the feeds, and if we want to subscribe to them, the easiest way to do it is simply to click on the link that you're looking for. In this example, if we're looking for events in Oregon's Willamette Valley, we can click on this link, and my browser is going to ask me how I want to handle this feed. I'm going to tell it that I want to subscribe to the feed using Google, and then when I click on Subscribe Now, it's going to automatically add that to my Google Reader account. You can see that I'm already signed in. If you don't have an account yet, it's very easy just to set one up, and Google will show you how that works. Now, not all browsers will be that friendly, and sometimes you may need to subscribe to a link manually. This is also very simple. Using another example, if we want to see Northwest Central feeds relating to tribal libraries, I'm going to right-click or command-click on that particular feed and copy it, and then manually go to Google Reader, google.com/reader, and when I'm logged into my account, I can add a subscription, which I'll click on the button right under Google, and then paste in the feed URL. And then when I click Add, that will manually add that particular feed to my collection, allowing me to see the most recently posted activities there. So let's look at what we've learned so far. We've seen that Northwest Central has added RSS feeds as a new way for members to get content delivered to their desktops in just the kind that they're looking for. We've seen that it's fairly easy to subscribe to these content feeds. Simply click on the feed that you're interested in this case, events in Eastern Washington. Tell your browser which reader you want to subscribe with, and then have it added to your account. One thing that we haven't covered yet that is available is if these particular breakdowns aren't as useful to you as they could be, you can create custom feeds for your own particular preferred content types. To do that, go into the events listing, and here you have the option to filter which events you view by topic, region, and type. So we can say particularly if I'm interested in technical services training, and I'm particularly interested in technical services training in the South Puget Sound area. And I'll look at the type, and really I'd be interested in any of these, so I'm just going to select all there. I can click on Submit, and this is going to filter all of the Northwest Central content and show just the items that have been labeled by users as dealing with technical services, labeled by the users dealing with the South Puget Sound region, and adding to all types. Now this shows trainings that have taken place in the past, but if we click on the RSS feed here next to the RSS symbol in the bottom right, it's going to create a new feed for us. And so any future events that are posted to Northwest Central that meet the criteria we set up will be automatically forwarded onto our RSS reader, allowing us to stay in touch with these events without having to continually go back and check every day to see if something new has been added. So this is a quick introduction to RSS feeds at northwestcentral.org. We encourage you to play around with it and give us feedback on how they work. You can contact us through the northwestcentral.org website. There's a contact link in the bottom toolbar. If you click on that, you can send us a quick email through the web page letting us know what you think or what could possibly be more useful to you. And we just encourage you all to add your library training events to Northwest Central and help us build a better northwestcentral.org. Thank you.